Bafana Bafana, the South African football team, has secured its spot in the 2026 FIFA World Cup in the USA, which, as mentioned, 2026, next year, is going to be played. This is great news for this beautiful country of South Africa, and every single citizen of this beautiful country should be rejoicing, should be making some noise. There's hope that is in the air, all right? Hope is in the air. Again, I'm of the opinion that we are living, if you're in South Africa and you're a South African citizen, you are living in the most beautiful and greatest country ever, not because of our politics, but simply because God has got a beautiful purpose and plan and destiny for this nation, for the people that are finding themselves within the borders of this beautiful country. Nkosi sikelele Africa. God bless Africa. Campeones, this is exciting news. This is massive breakthrough. Just a quick little review over here. So Bafana Bafana secured their spot for the 2026 FIFA World Cup in the USA through a strong qualifying campaign marked by disciplined defending. Right, here we go. Some key takeaways: disciplined defending, key away victories, and crucial goals in high pressure moments. Now, I love to personally, all right, I love to personally try and understand like the mindsets and the attitudes that led to victory, the beliefs and so forth that led to victory. So I love this little breakdown here. With renewed fighting spirit under coach Hugo and a squad built, listen to this, a squad built on unity rather than individual stars, South Africa held their nerve in a tough qualifying group. Consistent performances and never say die attitude earned them the points needed to officially book their ticket to the World Cup stage, bringing hope and pride back to South African football fans. I believe, not just football fans, but I believe to the people in this beautiful country too. And hey, if we're just meeting now for the first time, my name is William Moyses, and welcome to the William Moyses Show, where it's everything real, everything raw, everything unfiltered regarding exposing the current events, engaging with the current events, exposing the lies, all right, and encouraging, equipping, educating and empowering the young people of South Africa to rise up and to become everything that God has ultimately called them to be. So I'm so excited to have you watching this morning. Couple of thoughts over here today. As mentioned, again, I believe that South Africa is the greatest country ever. Not because of our politics, but because God has got a plan, a purpose, and a destiny for this beautiful nation. That means that God has got a purpose, a plan, and a destiny for you as a young person watching this video. And I was actually at a company this morning, busy sharing with their staff and empowering their staff over there specifically, because there's some young people in the staff too, and we have a heart for young people at King and Me. And we were sharing with them that I believe that one of the biggest problems that's busy holding South Africa back is that it's kind of like it's each to their own. Every culture, every tradition is kind of like, and it's on its own page doing its own thing, and we're busy hurting each other, yelling, slurs at each other, etc., compared to actually having a greater vision and mission to rebuild, firstly to rescue, and then to rebuild this beautiful country of South Africa. And I believe that if we can put our culture, and this is going to be a tough video, but if we can put our tradition and we can put our culture aside and begin to put God first, and then South Africa, and then our culture and tradition, like we've seen through Bafana Bafana over here, like I read to you guys earlier, all right, Coach Hugo had built a squad on unity rather than individual stars, because right now there's the individual stars in this country, in the sense of you got the Zulus, you got the Peris, the Shangans, the Vendas, the English, the Portuguese, the Italian, all the Afrikaners, like all these different groups of people, but there's no unity. And God says where there's love and unity, He commands a blessing. So my hope through this video is that you and I would learn from Bafana Bafana and start building towards a greater South Africa, to do what Jesus said, which is what? To love your neighbor as you love yourself. I'm going to say it again. To love your neighbor as you love yourself. Now, practically, what does that look like? That looks like rescuing South Africa. It looks like rebuilding South Africa. All right. And not every single person, every single Tom, Dick and Harry just doing their own thing, but building towards the greater good so we can leave a beautiful, glorious country for the next generation. Because I believe that part of you and I loving our neighbor as we love ourselves, that directly implies that you and I serve within society to make society better. That directly means that we protect society from evil. I believe that's every individual who lives in this country, who claims to follow Jesus Christ's responsibility, is to protect society by confronting evil and by demonstrating good, by speaking good, all right, and doing what ultimately needs to be done according to God's word, his will, and his way. And then number 3, to build a glorious society where human life can ultimately flourish. Now, we can't do that if we are trying to kill each other and destroy each other, and one culture is trying to wipe out the other culture. We need to have that common vision of building a phenomenal and exceptional country called South Africa moving forward, because God has got a plan, a purpose, and a destiny for this country, and we have all been called for a time such as this. There's a reason why you are finding yourself on the earth today. So again, Bafana Bafana, massive congratulations. Well done, champs. We are so proud of you guys. You guys are shining bright, all right, waving the flag, all right, bringing pride back to this beautiful country, good pride back to this beautiful country. Hope is in the air, and may we, as people that live and reside within this beautiful nation, that are citizens of this beautiful country, may we ride this wave of momentum and become a part, not of the problem in this country, the problem of corruption and crime, but may we much rather be the solution, all right, to the problems. So therefore, just pray and say, God, here I am. Use me. Use me for your glory, and watch what God will do with your life as a young person. I'm encouraging you today, like the video, drop your comments down below, share this video far and wide with every South African that you ultimately know. This is a beautiful country. This is the greatest country ever. Let us arise and shine, for our light has come and the glory of the Lord has risen upon us. God bless you, champs. Until next time, in the meantime, in between time, know today, namhlanje, that your voice matters.